guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rose Talk. And today I have Daniel and Sean because I thought it'd be fun if they watch the episode with me and give the guys' perspective of the show. So this Rose Talk is a recap of episode 3 of The Bachelorette. So there was another group date, a one-on-one, and then another final group date. So we're gonna get right into it. So what are your guys' opinions on Cam? Because last night they had a group date episode where one of the contestants, Mike, was telling a very personal story about one of his previous relationships, and it went really deep, and Cam went in and interrupted. Then he left, then he waited 10 seconds, interrupted again, then he left, then again, then he left, and he interrupted 4 freaking times. So what are your thoughts on Cam?
I mean, he's a legend.
He's just really rude.
You can see why you brought him on the show, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's almost bad that he's gone, because now drama's not going to be as good, but, he's just really annoying.
You thought that they were going to keep him longer for more drama?
Yeah, every time.
Like Chad.
Every time he's on camera.
Ah, yes, like Chad.
Every time he's on camera, there's just an issue, I feel like.
Yeah.
He's always, just being a nuisance.
He's always being Cam.
He's ABC. ABC.
Yeah, the one thing that kind of annoys me, he always talks about being bold and stuff, right? And that's the main thing. Oh, Hannah wants someone to be bold, but
He kept saying that the entire time.
there's a difference between being bold and just being
Asshole.
simply arrogant. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all the guys are pissed because, I'd be pissed too because you're all there for the same reasons.
That's like that with...
everyone's got important things to say. It's not your values don't matter more than anyone else's, right?
That's kind of like Luke, too, now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very similar.
It's funny that you say that because remember then Cam got his time, then Jonathan came in and interrupted Cam and said, "Sorry, bud, but what goes around comes around," and took her from him, and he barely had any time to talk. And then Cam, in his personal interview with the camera, said, there's a difference between being bold and there's a difference between being an asshole. And he thought Jonathan was the one being an asshole, So do you think what Jonathan did was the right thing to do, or do you think...
They should have done that 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
When he first started being annoying.
Yeah.
It's kind of really, man, it's almost tacky at this point. You're just really just pushing yourself.
You can see it kind of pissed her off, though, when she was having that interview with Mike. Because she was like every single time, she was you can see her face. You can see,
oh my God,
you see that she was kind of getting pissed, and she's so annoyed.
Yeah. What do you think, or what is the most painful thing that has happened to you guys physically, most pain that you've been through?
Okay, for me, probably most painful thing was,
the thumb or no?
Yeah, so when I in grade 10, I broke my thumb right off my hand, and I had to get it surgically attached, and then they had to put a pin in, and because there's a pin sticking to my hand, part of it was out of the hand, so they could pull it out afterwards. I had to clean the hand, which means I take rubbing alcohol and kind of wipe around the pin, and so rubbing alcohol would seep into my hand. And that was the first time I probably ever screamed or really even cried from pain.
Yeah.
I don't know if I even want to say mine now after that. I guess
my thumb fell right off.
I guess appendectomy. I guess after that.
What?
Appendix.
Oh.
So you with white head
after. So yeah. Because after moving and walking and stuff like that was so difficult, and it was total pain.
And I think for me it was obviously breaking my collarbone. I mean, it was the most painful 72 hours ever because you couldn't lie down. I had to sleep sitting up, and I couldn't wear t-shirts or anything. I could only pull up one of those slip-on dresses, and then it was so hard for me to even lift up this arm to shower or anything. But a lot of females say the most painful thing in the world is contractions when giving birth. And in last night's episode, the group date got to test it out with the guys. They had a contraction machine that they placed on the guy's stomach and cranked it up so they know what it's they know what it feels like to give birth. All right.
Ooh, why that one's low?
Yep.
Why is it so low? That's
Here we go. Ready?
Jesus, like a bomb detonating.
So we're gonna crank this bad boy up, so it's off right now. I'll tell you when I turn it on, and I'm gonna pull it and turn it all the way. Okay?
Okay.
So it's officially on. On. Okay?
Yeah.
on and on.
Whoa. Whoa, that feels weird. I don't like that. Never mind. Oh.
Alright, now that's done with. We're going to go on to the next question, which is, what did you think of Connor S.'s date? Because he had a date with Hannah, then she gave a letter saying, sorry, it's canceled because she wasn't feeling well, but can you please come over to help take care of me? And so he went over, spent the day in her hotel room, brought her soup, flowers, etc. What are your guys' thoughts on Cam?
Sounds like a Daniel.
Sorry, not Cam. Thoughts
Looks
on
like a Sean, yeah.
Connor S? Also, yeah, we think that Connor S looks like a grown-up version of my brother, so you can see my brother, and I'm gonna place a picture here so you guys can kind of see. They kind of look similar in some ways. But Sean, what do you like him? Do you not like him?
He's my boy. he's my ride or die now. Just because, and he's a nice guy, I think.
He is a nice guy. Do you think he's gonna make it really far?
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I think the date that he got was probably the best date he could have hoped for.
100%.
Yeah.
Because that was like, a lot of quality time. If you're at a dinner date, you're going to be talking about different stuff than you would be if you're just chilling in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I think the whole, when, like, for example, Cam always talks about being bold. I think one of the boldest things that could have done was what Connor did with the I love you notes.
Oh, yes,
all that kind of
was
stuff.
the cutest thing ever.
In my eyes, that's the kind of bold I think Hannah's looking for.
Yeah.
Not the bold where
Of
I'm walking in,
interrupting.
interrupting. That's
Yeah. Okay, I saw a tweet last night that said Luke P is giving all of us Ted Bundy vibes.
I could see that.
I could see that.
He's
And I was
self-imploding.
like, oh my god, like what?
It's been like a couple weeks, and this guy is just like
One, like the
obsessed.
second episode, he said he's starting to fall in love with her, and now he's like stalking her, not leaving her alone on group dates. Like even in the last like little clip in the end, he was in the background still when they were doing stuff. Like he was just like watching her in the
Yeah.
background.
I'm like, come on now, that's just weird.
Yeah, he's going to all stalker. Doesn't let any guy talk to her. And I think at one point in the interview he was talking about how he had I felt like he almost went back on how he felt about her, like the whole loving thing.
Yeah,
He was kind of pissed that, not that he said that, but that Hannah didn't give him the same answer.
like
or something like that.
reciprocate the
Yeah,
feelings.
and he's like, well, how can you do that with other guys? Clearly you don't love me or something like that.
Well, I 100% think he just said it because that's what he thought she wanted to hear. Because last night he was so close to leaving. Remember he said like, oh, I think I'm just probably going to go home.
Yeah.
That's what he said. So like, if you feel this way about a girl and you're just going to get up and leave, like how much of these feelings are
30
actually
minutes
valid?
talking to her.
The last episode, the one-on-one date that she had with was Tyler G. When I went on Twitter last night, people were tweeting, where's Tyler G? We haven't seen Tyler G. Tyler G wasn't at the rose ceremony. He was nowhere to be found. Tyler G mysteriously disappeared. It was all over Twitter. And then someone said, is anyone going to notice the fact that Tyler G is gone? And I clicked on it. And the comments were that they had to quickly get him off the show because girls were sending in, like from his past relationships, DMs that he was sending other girls before the show that were very, very, very inappropriate, and that he would spit on his ex-girlfriend, and they wanted to protect Hannah from pretty much a psychopath because there's proof of him
Who is
spitting.
he?
When did he leave? I didn't
So
even
this
know he
episode,
left.
They didn't say anything, they just took him off the show because he spat on his ex-girlfriend, and there was like
Wow.
DMs with other girls. So I was going to say, what are your opinions on that?
I had no idea he left. That's crazy though.
I had no idea he left too till I was all over Twitter.
Good for the Bachelorette for kicking him off. If
Yeah.
he's a spitter. Right, but
But also it's crazy because there was another guy as well who also went viral on Twitter. He was one of the contestants. He didn't even make it to episode 1 on the premiere. They took him off before you could even do that because, yet again, girls were sending DMs of him, and he was harassing and, like, verbally harassing and stalking other girls online, and so many.
And there's, like, proof of this, or?
There's proof of it because so many girls had his name, his photo, and, like, what he
he
had
was
said.
saying?
And sent it in, and before he could even get out of the limo and do that episode, they got him the hell off. So now she's had 2 guys leave because they were
And
both
then
crazy.
Didn't one guy have a boyfriend too, or is that the same guy?
Yeah, that guy.
So
That's
three
girl
guys.
Demi, right?
She caught that guy.
She caught that. I love that.
So
that was
now
funny.
3 guys have been caught. Like, oh my god.
That's crazy.
With this group of guys.
Well, good on the producers though for catching that.
Yeah, because they have to
that
protect
spoke up.
Hannah. Any final thoughts you guys want to say after last night's episode? Any particular parts that you liked, didn't like, etc.?
Conras is going all the way. That's all I'm gonna say.
Conras?
I don't know. I love the Cam. I love Cam. He kills me.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate him, but it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's just fun. And I really think Luke P. something bad's gonna happen with that guy soon.
Oh yeah, they
You see in the next episodes, right?
Yeah.
The trailers leading onwards.
He looked like roids were about to implode.
He's like freaking out at like one guy.
I'm excited.
The steroids were about to implode.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys for watching today's episode of A Rose Talk. If you like it, please like and subscribe, and I'll be posting a Rose Talk after each episode once a week.